It appears that Kari Lake is picking up serious momentum for next year's Senate election in the state of Arizona. What is up, people of the internet? It is me, Real American, back again with a new video today. It is time that we talk about the 2024 United States Senate election in the great state of Arizona, because it appears that the Republican candidate Kari Lake is picking up serious momentum, at least on the endorsement front. Now, let me be clear, alright? This is very early on. We're just like a week into her candidacy, and things could theoretically change. But as of now, it appears the Republican Party, even the establishment, they're kind of accepting the fact that Kari Lake is more than likely going to be the nominee. And they are already getting behind Lake for her candidacy. Now, before we continue with today's video, I hope you enjoy these type of videos. If you do, smash the like button down below, subscribe, share with your friends, hit that little bell, follow the social media accounts in the description down below, and of course, join the channel today. Guys, just for $1 a month, you could join Real American. This is the best way to support the daily content that we all know and love. So I hope and recommend you join the channel today. Alright, everybody, and again, this is very early in the primary. We just got her announcement, I believe last week it was. So this is a developing story, but hey, Republicans, it seems like they're starting to realize Kari Lake, like it or not, she's more than likely going to be the nominee next year. So let's get into it. Kari Lake is making nice with the GOP establishment. Senator Wyoming John Barroso, the chair of the Senate Republican Conference, endorsed her bid on Monday for Arizona's Senate seat, the latest sign that the party leaders are warming up to her candidacy. And I gotta say, I would too. Because, you know, again, I personally still want somebody like Blake Masters, but I gotta say her announcement was actually pretty good. Her campaign website didn't focus on any election garbage. It was, look at the future. We gotta fix immigration. We gotta fix education in this country. We have to fix the economy. It's stuff that people care about, not just, you know, generic talk points like tax cuts. No, stuff like, hey, we should give grants of like $5,000 to anybody that gets out of high school with a degree to go to a trade school. I mean, it's something different. There's not like this generic tax cuts for everybody. It's going to solve all of our problems. It's instead stuff that, you know, is unique. Lake ran for Arizona's governor in 2022, for Arizona governorship in 2022 as a hard-charging conservative outsider who embraced conspiracy theories and was quick to turn her ire on fellow Republicans. And I do agree, that was a big mistake on her part. She should have never, you know, attacked the McCain Republicans. I don't like them. A lot of them are, I have my opinions on them, but as a candidate, I would never just say, yeah, you shouldn't vote for me. It's like, that's not the best way to do it. But her campaign launch last week suggested an attempt to pivot and include a plea to voters who once supported President Joe Biden. Barroso's, I believe I'm saying that correctly, marks Lake's first endorsement from a sitting senator and is a notable one. He is a member of Senate leadership and a close ally of Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell. And here's the thing about him. In my opinion, I think he is probably going to be the next majority leader when Republicans get the majority again, because I don't think McConnell's going to last much longer. Even if he does, I think that after McConnell, this is definitely going to probably be the Senate leader, hopefully. Because he's not like 10 out of 10 on the issues, but he's solid enough. He's better than some of the other bozos in the Senate. That's not really saying much, but it is. Kari Lake will shine brightly for Arizona. She's a generational communicator who is giving voice to Arizona citizens, Barroso said in a statement. Kari Lake is in this race to make Arizona and America stronger, which I agree with. So far, I am liking Kari Lake's campaign. Lake's 2022 run did not endear her to party operatives in Washington, who feared that her obsession with the election, you-know-what, and combative style turned off independent voters. She broke the GOP's 14-year grip on Arizona governorship and never considered a loss, quote-unquote. But, again, Arizona's already been shifting Democrat far before Lake and far after. It's not Lake's fault that, it's shifting left. But I agree, she should have still won last year, but there are some opinions about how she lost. But Lake began flirting with the establishment as she moved closer towards a Senate run. She traveled to Capitol Hill earlier this month and met with the National Republican Senatorial Committee and senators across the ideology spectrum, including Barroso. Lake and Barroso discussed inflation and border security, among other topics, and he gave her a tour of the Capitol. So it appears that she is getting the establishment, people like Barroso, who, again, he's fine. He's not like a 10 out of 10 senator, but far better than some of these other people. It seems like she is getting the support from a few of them. Two top staffers at the NRSC attended Lake's launch last week in Scottsdale, where she only made a passing reference to election integrity once in a 50-minute speech, which I was shocked about. And I think this was kind of the worry for many people. What was she going to focus on? If it was just the election, she was going to get crushed. Let's be real. But this is the Lake I think everyone knows and loves. This is the Lake that, if this was the Lake from last year, which it wasn't, for parts of it was, but we all know Lake as a great communicator, great on policy, but she should have good optics. The problem is she focused on the wrong things, I think, last year, and kind of backfired, but either way, it is kind of a big question. Now, the question is, though, who else endorsed Kari Lake? Well, of course, Abe Hamadeh, John Barroso, Wendy Rogers, Warren Peterson, and even Donald Trump. That was kind of the surprise of the rally, that Trump did a jump scare, I guess. He just suddenly appeared on the screen. And, well, Trump did endorse Kari Lake for the Senate race, which is a pretty damn big endorsement for Kari Lake. And that was unexpected. Well, not unexpected, but it was expected that Trump would endorse her. It was just kind of surprising how quick he did it. But now the question is this. What about the other candidates? Because, well, it's a big question about who else is going to run. Mark Lamb, I like. I think he is running a very good campaign. His problem is simple. He is just not known enough. I don't think he's able to peel off enough support from Lake to win. And it appears Lake is getting the support from even some establishment figures. Not just, the base, but also, like, people in the Senate committee. It's like, or the NRSC, I should say, like Steve Daines. Which, if that's the case, Lamb is screwed. His chance was, if he got, like, Steve Daines support, which he still might, but I don't think that's going to happen now, he could have had a shot, maybe. But I think Mark Lamb, honestly, hear me out. I think he should run for the governorship in 2026. I really do think Mark Lamb will be a great governor candidate. I really think so. He's running a great campaign despite having little shot of winning. He's been a decent fundraiser, and he's great on the issues. But also he has great optics when it comes to being a sheriff of Pinal County. I think he would be a very solid governor. I think he should run for the governorship in 2026. But what about my man Blake Masters? This is a sad one. Very sad that, I've always wanted Masters in the Senate, but I still think he could run for office, but I think he should take the John James route, not become cringe, but take the route of, hey, instead of running for a statewide office, well, James did twice, and he lost both times, but the second one, I have my opinions about. Either way, Blake Masters, in my opinion, here's what he should do. Build up name recognition, build a positive name ID, everything. run for Paul Gosar's seat. He's gonna retire soon. And I understand Blake Masters doesn't live there. Just move there. Just go to Paul Gosar's seat, which again, he is more than likely going to retire soon. Has sadly some bad health issues, but I think Blake Masters would be a great congressman. And I think that would be a good step for Masters for now, until he can eventually get that possible second chance at a Senate seat or even governorship. Who knows? But I think Blake Masters should run for Paul Gosar's seat, or even like Andy Biggs or whatever. Just one of those super Republican seats. Get your name out there, become a solid congressman, work your way towards a possible second Senate bid. Because I think for now, it is best for Masters not to run. Hate to say it, but I don't want Blake Masters' future go down in flames like so many other good Republicans. I think that just, hey, move to Paul Gosar's seat and call it a year, call it a couple of years, become a great congressman, and hey, see what happens the next 10 years or so. Just gotta see. But anyways, folks, thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy this video, smash the like button down below, subscribe, share with your friends, hit that little bell, follow the social media accounts in the description down below, and of course, join the channel today. Thank you so much. Godspeed to all of you.